to the left there, right past all the gas meters.
57, that's me. I'm 10-4. I'm just waiting for my other K9 unit to get in position in the alley. And can you see anything, unit, there that's sticking out the window?
Negative. The door is unlocked. It's moving just a little bit with the wind. And I do not see feet, but it is a shed and it's big enough to hold a person.
I'm sorry, you said you can see feet?
I have no feet. I cannot see feet.
Okay, I'm just going to give some announcements and see what happens. So why not saw him set in the back of the alley?
2912, 10-4 in the back of the alley.
113th, you were with him.
Okay, suspect's coming out. Looks like he's jumping a fence. He doesn't have a shirt on, shorts. He's trying to jump the fence. I think K9 might have tried to get him on a bite. Okay, he's going to be in the little crawl spaces heading back towards the alley. So units in the alley, heads up. He's coming out.
Traffic, 6 o'clock, low, 2 miles.
Okay, looks like he's crawled up on top of a storage container or something. I'm sure units have eyes on him. I think he's trying to avoid getting bit by K9.
Out of your place! And now, instead of police cars, you will be fed! Here he comes with it. Get your hands up! Get your fucking hands up right now! Pocket! Get on up! Pocket! Pocket! Yeah! Dogs on the fight! Dogs on the fight! Get him up! He's on his side! Get him! There he goes! There he goes! He's going over there! Coming out! Don't do it! Don't do it! You're gonna get fucking bit! You're gonna get bit! Get your hands up! Get the fucking hands up right now! Don't do it! Don't do it! Get your fucking hands up!
It looks like a cop car, and the Albuquerque man who drove it claimed he was a cop. But last night he made a major mistake.
Good evening. Guns, vests, and a car rigged with emergency lights. He had everything he needed to be a cop.
There's just one problem. He is not a cop. So you can imagine it did not go over very well when he tried to pull over an undercover sheriff's deputy. Here's News 13's Ian Schwartz.
Dick, we talked to the man's stepfather tonight, and it's apparent his stepson always wanted to be a cop. Well, now he knows what it's like to ride in a real cop car. Unfortunately, he had to do it in the back seat with cuffs on. This is what's left of the fake patrol car after deputies stripped it.
He made us believe that he was a police and had his lights flashing often in the front of the house.
Deputies say 35-year-old Orlando Jaramillo had it customized, running up a tab of more than $20,000 with a local company that outfits real cop cars by fooling them into believing he was with the sheriff's department. When Jaramillo didn't pay up, the owner called BCSO and found out that Jaramillo was a phony. His first big mistake, he used his real name and his real address. Deputies started watching Jaramillo, even watched him turn his police lights on so he could speed past traffic and through a red light. Then they lost him. Yesterday, they followed him again, and he did it again. But this time, deputies also had someone in an unmarked car who deliberately sped past Jaramillo, and the phony lawman took the bait. Jaramillo, who was pretending to be a deputy, actually chased the real deputy and pulled him over. The criminal complaint says Jaramillo then came to the deputy's window, flashed a state police badge, and then flashed a loaded gun. Jaramillo's neighbors say they're not surprised.
And tried to be like the hero in the neighborhood whenever there was chaos or someone breaking into a car. He tried to play it off like he had everything under control.
In the criminal complaint, the undercover deputy said he felt very threatened by the way Jaramillo showed his gun, and that if he didn't have backup right there, he might have shot Jaramillo. Back to you.
Okay, Ian, deputies found guns, ammo, bulletproof vests, and tasers in Jaramillo's car in his home. He is still behind bars tonight, charged with fraud, false imprisonment, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
One by one, Stockton police officers surprised car owners this morning by towing vehicles that were involved in this. A Cinco de Mayo celebration that got dangerously out of hand.
When our first responding officers arrived, they were greeted by bottles and rocks.
Officers say with help from surveillance video, the vehicles they seized today were all identified as being involved in that May 1st event. And by coming after these cars, they're hoping to send this message.
We do not tolerate sideshow activities in our city, and if we can identify your vehicle will be seized.
Stockton police say they've used the past month since that Cinco de Mayo event to review surveillance video, identify the vehicle's owners, and write seizure warrants that were just approved by a judge this week. In all, 10 seizure warrants were approved, including one for this man's nephew who was at work when his truck was being towed.
But he's in trouble now. Got to spend a couple $100 maybe to get back the truck.
I think it's a couple thousand, they say.
A couple thousand, they say? That's probably the cost of the truck.
Police say it's not just expensive. For them, it's effective.
Yes, this is still an ongoing active investigation. If we can identify any more cars, we're definitely going to continue with these type of enforcement missions because they do work.
Department has some bad cops. Now, however, using Oregon's public disclosure laws, we have obtained the police videos of the stop. It turns out the officers recorded far more than they intended.
I didn't want to stop him there. I got ready to see today.
Rodeo isn't the only activity in which Malheur County Sheriff's deputies have acted inappropriately. Officer Belknap, Lieutenant Hunsaker, and Sergeant Williams, who were all part of this illegal stop, were among the Malheur County Sheriff's personnel who were successfully sued in federal court just a few years ago. The officers committed a warrantless entry without exigent circumstances and without probable cause. The disturbing details of the case included false police reports, damage to premises, and reckless and conscious, deliberate disregard for a plaintiff's civil rights and liberty.
A champion MMA fighter scored a major takedown outside his Albuquerque house today. Keith Jardine, the famous Dean of Mean, was working on the computer at his Four Hills home this morning when he noticed something odd. A car he didn't recognize pulled up outside, and then
some guy gets out, goes in my mailbox and grabs all my mail, throws it in his car, and then speeds off. I just find my keys, I run out of the house, I jump into my Bronco, and I chase down the street after him.
Jardine, who is a lean, mean, 185-pound fighting machine, cut the thief off, jumped out, made like he was going to punch the driver. The driver gave up. He is identified as 39-year-old Richard Davenport, seen in the corner of this picture that Jardine took. Davenport claimed that he was just picking up mail for a friend, but police reportedly found a lot of other people's mail in Davenport's car. He does have a criminal history that includes burglary. Federal agents from the Postal Inspection Service are now investigating the mail thefts.